Alright, I had a number of things I wanted to do today. I wanted to do a little overview for Guilty Gear Judgment, and I wanted to do some more Honkai Impact because I made a pull earlier today, and I did get the Hersher of Sentience's best weapon. I still need 2 of the Stigmata. It's going to be around until the 23rd, so I guess donations will go towards that. I did get a $20 donation, which is very nice, thanks to the person who donated to me, but I thought I would play this game, Magia X, today. This has had a hell of a rocky start. For one thing, when they released it in early access, they're charging for the other characters, and they didn't tell people that, so people got understandably frustrated. Then they tried to fix the problem by making them free, but myself and others could not actually get them for free, and apparently the offer just expired. They're only charging, like, I think it's like $15. This character here is free, but these other 2 are not. I just went ahead and bought it because they gave me the key for this for free back, like, late last year, so I figured they deserve some money. So we're gonna play as him today, and then I'm going to check out the other character, because when it started, only this generic shonen protagonist guy was playable. So let's check out this totally not Dragon's Crown fighter guy. Let's check him out for a bit. Check out his moves here. That's pretty cool. The animation in this is not great. It's the same problem all skeletal animation games have, is they just look really choppy. It's like it looks cleaner than pixel art, but the animations feel so lifeless. It's really hard to find a game with that kind of animation that doesn't feel that way. No, that's a major complaint about the new Ghosts and Goblins. Ghouls and Ghosts, whatever you want to call it. I've never been a fan of those games in the first place, but it's a little bit jarring that they came back after that long. My controls got messed up. What? Hold on. Alright, sorry about that. The game ate my controls for some reason. This game did not have full controller support until they left early access. Don't ask me why. Alright, we're good to go now. Default controls are not very intuitive. This is definitely one of those games that had a very rough early access period, because they just kind of released it. They didn't really listen to a lot of feedback, and then they had the whole blunder with not actually having all the content in the game, and then charging people for it. It's understandable that people got frustrated. I didn't particularly care, because they were nice enough to give this to me for free. I don't understand what this guy's supposed to do. The cutscenes in this game are real annoying. They keep interrupting you to talk, and you can't turn them off. I don't understand why so many games do that. Like, just let me play. Let me play, and don't interrupt me for anything. Once you actually get into gameplay and you stop making you talk to people, and they stop interrupting you in the middle of gameplay for pointless chatter, the game is quite fun, but A lot of weird stuff about this game. The default controls are not that good. Everything outside of combat is 30 FPS too, which is really weird. I don't know why. Luckily, after you finish a level once, they stop talking, so you can just play. This guy's kind of boring to play compared to the shonen anime guy. Sure, he opens up later. Sometimes it's really hard playing niche games, as much as I love them. You know, I can't stand shooters and MOBAs and survival games and stuff, but it can be really hard playing stuff like this because I have like no guidance whatsoever. I can't even really do an overview for this because I'm not sure exactly what they added. I know that they didn't add the final act that they were supposed to. I guess that's getting added later. Controller support leaves a lot to be desired. It doesn't particularly bother me because I'm used to playing stuff like PSO2, DFO, and Closers. Like, all those games have what Steam considers to be partial controller support. You can't play the whole game with the controller. You do need the mouse for certain aspects. I can see how it's a turn-off for some people. It doesn't bother me that much. The thing that bothers me the most about it, the only thing that bothers me about it, is that you can't skip cutscenes with controllers, so every time they interrupt you to talk like this, or actually this is not a cutscene, but you can't just push the start button and skip it. One thing about this game that's a blessing and a curse is that it's a cooldown-based combat system where you can cancel out of anything into anything at any point. So the plus side is that it's responsive, but the downside is that it'd be very easy to cast something and then get stuck in cooldown because you cancel into a dash too quickly. If you've ever played Closers, a game I used to play on here until recently, that's something you just kind of had to get adjusted to with that game as well. It's like responsive to a fault. Pretty much at any point in the animation you can dash cancel, which I think is one of this game's greatest traits, but you definitely need to cool off on it when you try to do something in cooldown. I think this has a pretty clean art style. It's just unfortunate that it's using skeletal animations, so a lot of the animations look very jerky and unnatural. That's just skeletal animation in a nutshell. Good way to get your game out the door, but comes at the cost of animations not really looking right. That's like the biggest complaint I hear about the Ghosts and Goblins game that just came out, is that it's using skeletal animation, which seems like kind of an odd choice, because there hasn't been a Ghosts and Goblins game for like 15 years at this point. It's been a really long time, so I think that's what makes it sting a little bit more. Okay, well let's try out the other character, since I played as the other one quite a bit. Let's go change characters here. Let's try out this character. Sorry, I'm not watching cutscenes. No. You can move at a fast pace, yeah. You got that right. Move at like lightning fast speed in this game. Combat mage, apparently. I feel bad that they kind of botched the early access release. They got review bombed pretty hard because they, you know, the characters weren't free, like they said. A lot of people got pissed off about that, which is understandable. We're in a period right now where big developers like the CD Projekt people are doing that with their games. It's understandable that people don't have patience when things don't work, especially a smaller game like this where people are already taking a gamble as it is. You know, this is not like a known publisher. This isn't an Activision or Namco or Capcom game or anything like that. These are just indie developers that probably don't have many more resources than I do. It's a shame that people are so petty. To be fair, though, they did only partially fix the problem. I couldn't wait anymore. I actually just bought the other character because I got the game for free. I didn't mind coughing up the $7 for it, but some people still didn't get access to those characters, and then now it's I guess the deal is apparently over. They haven't said anything in a couple days, so who knows what's going to be going on there. It's a mess, but I don't really think this game is deserving of it. I think that they at least attempted to fix the problem. A lot of it was because of a language barrier issue. This is the first game that they published on Steam. Not published, but released. I'm pretty sure they're self-published. People are even comparing this to Cyberpunk. It's like, this game has not crashed. It's very playable. The animation is not everyone's cup of tea. It certainly isn't mine, but I think the gameplay makes up for it. It's a fun game to play in its own right. I've definitely played worse beat-em-up, action MMO, RPG type things. There's a lot worse than this out there. So that's the problem, is it's really easy to get review bombed on Steam. There's like even something like marginally wrong with your game. You really don't have a lot of leeway. I think Cyberpunk proved that better than anybody, but still. Like, English is not these people's first language, so I guess they didn't know how to actually release the DLC. I don't mind coughing up the money for a game I enjoy. Obviously, I play a lot of service games that I rotate in and out of you know, being active and missing in action. It doesn't bother me, but I can understand that they did not really deliver what they said with early access, and people are impatient. I'm sure these guys will make it right. See how fast you can move in this game? It's like Marvel wave dashing. Pretty fun for what it is. Yes, I'm a Bokensha. Adventurer. Apparently this was originally a mobile game, but they decided to just make it a flat game with no microtransactions besides the characters. When you consider that, the fact that they didn't put all the characters in the early access, it's somewhat acceptable, but the problem is that they didn't really make it clear that you were going to have to pay extra for them. I'm a unique case because I contacted them on Twitter. I slid into their DMs because the game looked pretty cool, and it is, but you know, I didn't mind coughing up for the characters because I didn't pay for the game, but there's a lot of miscommunication. Also, the full game is not available yet. I really don't know why they released it out of early access when they did. I feel like they could have conveyed those things a little bit better and maybe did some more research on how things are released on Steam so that the free DLC would have actually worked for everybody. But there's an obvious language barrier. I believe these are Korean developers, so who knows what the documentation is like in non-English speaking countries. Who knows there, but the game's pretty fun for what it is. I mean, I do enjoy it. I need to play it more. I was kind of waiting for them to finish it first. See, stuff like this. If you ever played any service game with action combat, you know exactly what this is. It's the same crap we've seen in every game, pretty much. I don't exactly know what the leveling experience in endgame is like in this. I did finish what content they had back in early access, but I haven't really checked back since. Alright, let's do one more level here. I think I've gotten the point across at this point. I'm always down to support lesser-known games like this. Yeah, I'm pretty much a nobody on YouTube, despite my endless efforts. I'm down to support others that are very passionate, but don't get the exposure they deserve. Hopefully they can turn this game around. Nice. You know, it's very rare to find a game that's as responsive as this. Like, they give you a dash with like no cooldown, and you can cancel from any frame in the animation, which is pretty damn awesome. There aren't a lot of games where you can do that these days. A lot of times they want you to be a Dark Souls protagonist and have a fat roll that has like 10 years of recovery and a stamina system and stuff. This game's like, nah, just go ham. I'm just gonna let you basically wave dash across the screen like it's a Marvel 2 match. I respect it. Alright, well, I will probably continue this later. I've got some other things that I'm working on right now. Maybe when they put out Act 3, I'll probably play with the generic shonen protagonist dude, and we'll check out the rest of the content. Thanks for watching.